So first things first is you want to download Adobe Acrobat. And from there you should be able to go back to your file, right click, and you should be able to open the file on Adobe Acrobat. From there your degree plan opens, and this is all the files that you should be able to see. So from there you want to put in your last name first, then your first name, and then your initial or your middle name. So let's say Smith is the last name, Bob would be the first name, and then you want to put your middle name. I realized I put just the middle initial, but it should just be your full middle name. So next thing you want to look at is at your degree or major, and just pick what you are majoring in. You could say mass media. So you would look for, as an example, for mass media, and from there you would go on to the next thing. So the next thing you want to fill out is your graduation month year. So that's just 4 years from freshman year. So let's just say May 2030, and that's about it. So once you're done filling in your month and year, you want to look at the next section, which is just your advisor. That's where once you send this with everything filled out, they will fill out their print name, their signature, and then on the other side your AS instructor will verify and then sign. Your Form 172 plan or degree plan is just a way to keep track of what classes you will be taking from freshman to your senior year, and it's just a way to make sure when you are to commission that you have completed all the necessary classes or credit hours you need to graduate, because you don't want to not take a class and then hold you back from commissioning, or just be a bigger problem than it should be. So starting off on the first page, you have your first year and your second year, your summer classes that you can add. Second page, you have your third year and your senior year, and if you need a fifth year on the side, just or some degrees that might require a fifth year, and just more information you might need. Okay, so you might be asking, how do I actually go and fill this out? So what you want to do is, first thing is go to my VSU login and sign in, because from there you will be using DegreeWorks, and I'll show you how to get there. So you sign in, and then from there go to DegreeWorks, and this is what you should be seeing on your screen. And based on this, these are all classes that BSU offers. So if you go all the way down, minor in aerospace studies, that is what AS classes, which is ROTC classes. And if you keep scrolling, you should be able to find minor in aerospace studies. These are AS classes, which are classes that are for ROTC that are require you to take. So if you go to your first year, you want to go in and copy AS 1001. So you would put in AS 1001, the course title. You would go back and you could just copy and paste which is heritage and values 1. Boom. Now next thing it asks is credit hours. This is how much credit is the class worth, and it's 1. I know it changes on your AS 3000, I want to say. So right now it's only 1, and then when you take an AS class, you will also be taking labs. So I would go ahead and get this done for every term. So you would go under your AS 1001, you would put in AS 1000, and that is your lab, and the course title. So you can just copy this for all of them. So you would put leadership lab, and that's only worth 1 credit hour. And then from there you could go ahead and put in AS 1000 leadership lab, because that is a class if you will be taking ROTC next semester again. You would go ahead and put this on your second semester. So you would put in AS 1000 as your course number, the course title, leadership lab. You can just copy and paste it, and from there just put a 1 for your credit hours. And you have to do this for every semester. So year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5 if required. But this is, I would say, easier to just go and put all of them first, and then go back and put in your classes that you will be taking. Also, something I wanted to add is, once you completed this form and you turn it in and everything, and you go next semester and you don't take the classes you need based on your Form 172, that is totally okay, as long as you're on track. You can always change it. So once you're done adding leadership lab, you want to go ahead and go add your AS classes. So the first class you'll be taking is, as your first semester, is AS 1001, Heritage and Values. And then you would be taking, for your second semester, AS 1002, Heritage and Values 2. And a quick way to, again, know what you're putting in down is going back to your degree works, looking at what is required in aerospace studies, and just copy and paste that. So if we look at degree works, you can see you need your AS 1001, 1002, 2001, 2002, 3001, 3002, 4001, and 4002. A quick way to just, instead of going in and typing everything by hand, you can just go copy and paste, and that makes it way faster for you to just get it done, get the course name and title for all of them. So the first page should be looking like this, and from there you would go to your next page and then start working on the same thing but just adding different classes. So you should already have your leadership lab on your second page, and just start adding your AS classes, which are just your AS3001, AS3002, AS4001, and 4002. And this is where your credit hours would change from 1 credit hour to 3. So a quick way to also look at that is by just clicking on DegreeWorks on the classes. They should be blue, but because I have already taken them, you can't see that. But the classes that I haven't taken yet, you can see how much they're worth. So this is how it should be looking like right now after you put in all your ROTC classes that you need. And then if you go all the way at the bottom, you should see college credit hours earned prior to AFROTC. So basically any classes you've taken before coming to VSU, and these classes should be in your transcript. If not, then you could go to Blazeview, and these are basically classes that you've again taken before coming to VSU. So me personally, I did college algebra out my school prior to coming to here, so I would just put math 1111 on your credit course number, and then your course title, and how many credits was it worth, and how many did you earn. But all of that should be in your transcript, so it's just copying everything from there to the last page on your Form 172. So just add all your classes that you've taken prior to coming here on this page. So once you're done with that, you would go to your degree plan, your first year, fall, and then you would go to your DegreeWorks and look at in progress. These are classes that you are taking now, and you have the course number, the course title, how many credit hours they're worth, and that's what you will be transferring from there to here. So just copy paste. So right now I'm taking media production 2, so you put in the course title, the course number, and how many credit hours it's worth, and that's worth 3 credit hours. So you just have to go back and forth for that first semester, which it shouldn't be too hard because it's basically classes you're taking right now. So next thing you want to do is look at your second semester, which is going to be your next semester, and you're going to do the same thing, but the only difference is going back to the DegreeWorks and looking at what classes you want to take. So those are basically any math courses you need to take, English courses. For me right now, it's major specific courses. So if I look at still needed, I need 3 credit hours in 430, 4270, or 4450, and I just choose 430. Copy the course title, and it tells you some might require you to take classes before getting that class, so you can just play with it and pick one, and it tells you how many credit hours it's worth. It's worth 3 credits. So you just go and basically pick one, copy, paste, put in the course number and how many credit hours it's worth, 3. So you just go and put 3, and boom, you move on to the next one. So you just go back to DegreeWorks, look at something you still need, and go on from there. Here you can see that you see the blue circle that's half blue and half white. That's something I'm taking right now, so it wouldn't necessarily tell you how much, if it's completed or not completed. It's just something you're working on. So the next class I would like to take next semester would be Media 3100. So you would click on it, copy, and from there go back to your 4172, paste it. Then you would put your course title, course number, and of course your course title, and then credit hours, which is 3. Most classes are 3, some classes are 2, so you just need to look and be careful with that. And yeah, just add classes that you want and just look at how many credit hours it's worth, and you should be good. If you plan to take summer courses, I recommend you go and use this. So you would go to Banner, registration menu, and then registration, and from there you want to click this. From there you select you should, if it's summer then you would select summer, but for now we are going to look at fall 2025 mass media for this example. And from there it tells you when the classes take place, what time, when they are offered, and this is basically a tool I use to just plan my classes ahead if I can. Okay, so let's say Bob does want to take a summer class, so you would just look at summer classes and then type in your class, and boom, these are classes that will be offered or were offered during summer. So you just go to the class, it tells you all the information you need to know, it tells you the course name, course title, and how many credit hours it's worth. And again, you just go to your summer, put in the course title, course number, and how many credit hours. And yeah, that's basically it for summer. You can add more if you want to, but that is totally up to you. Next thing is signature. So you click on signature, then you will click on create a new digital ID, click continue. On this I would just go with the one that's on the bottom, and then from there you would just put in your name and your email address, and that's it. You want to save it. Sometimes it might ask you to create a password, so make sure you make a password, you write it down and you remember it, because it's going to ask you to put in your password if you do this, if it does ask you for a password, so you can sign it. So once you have that, you would just click on save, continue, and boom, you have your password, sign, and this might pop up. So you would just make sure you're clicking on the form you're working on, and then you just save it, and your password should be there. you want to sign this after you've completed everything and send it to your advisor. And sometimes, depending on what semester it is, you don't have to sign anything, so I would just verify and see what semester it is. So you have your first year completed. Now you want to look at your second year, which is basically the same thing. So you would go back, see what's completed, what's not completed, and anything that is blue that is not completed. So Bob wants to take production 3 on their second year. So they would, again, you would copy paste the course title, then you would go in, put the course number and credit hours and do the same thing and just see how many credit hours you want to take. So if you want to take 15, then you would try to get your total credit hours to 15, and you just keep doing this till you're done with 172 form. I forgot to mention, on your second year of summer you would need to add field training. So yeah, that's basically it. This is just an example of what mine personally looks like. So you have all your classes, the signature, and just course name, course title. After you're done, you would want to have it look by a POC and just to see how the form looks like, and then send it out to your advisor, and hopefully everything goes well. And then from there they would sign it, and then you would send it to your AS instructor. You could also just go to walk-ins on Fridays. I know they close at 3, so you would want to go before that and go to Ashley Hall and have them look over it. I also did realize that I didn't mention this, so there's also a thing called BSU degree map. So you could just go on the website, look this up. You would go and look for your degree, your major, so mass media, and from there you should be able to pull up this program map, and it's basically the same thing. So you have year 1, it tells you what classes you should be taking or might want to take. So yeah, I hope this did help out. Thanks for watching.